Scottails. Oh. Hi, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Scottails. My name is Scott Hostetler. This DEA agent goes to a Texas ranch, and he talks to the rancher there, an old man. And he says to him, I'm here to inspect this property for any illegally grown substances. The old man says, well, okay, that's all right with me, but don't go out in that field over there. The DEA agent just explodes. He says, listen, I represent the United States government. You see this badge? You know what that means? That means I can go anywhere, inspect anything at any time, and nobody can stop me. You got that, old man? The old man says, that's fine with me, and he goes back to doing his chores. Well, a couple of minutes later, he hears the DEA agent screaming, and he looks up, and the agent is running across the field with this 2,000-pound angry bull chasing him, and every step the bull's getting closer, and the agent's screaming, help, help, and the old man yells, your badge, son, show him your badge. Anyway, today we've got a little trip from Texas. This was suggested by regular Scottail watcher Chuck McCants. In Texas, they have what they call a Pecan Old Fashioned, and it's from the Funky Door Bistro in Texas. And it's a sweet, warm, bourbon-based drink, and it's great for a fall evening when you're sitting by the fire. But you can't just make it. You got to do a little preparation first, such as making pecan simple syrup. And to do that, you take 1 cup of water, half a cup of pecan chunks, a little more if you like, 1 cup of brown sugar. Now, you take all the ingredients, put them in a small saucepan, and over medium heat, you let it come to a boil. You stir it up to make sure the sugar's all dissolved, and you lower the heat, and you let it simmer for 5 to 10 minutes. Let it simmer. Then you take it off the heat, you let it cool down, and then you strain out the pecans so you just have the liquid. And then, ta-da, and then you let it cool, put it in a glass container, and it'll stay, if you tightly wrap it, it'll stay in your refrigerator for about a month. It's making lots of pecans. But let's show you how we make these first. We take our glass, and first thing we do is use 2 ounces of bourbon. We are using Maker's Mark 46. This is 94 proof, and obviously it's Kentucky bourbon. Then we're going to use half an ounce of B&B. Now, B&B stands for Brandy and Benedictine. Now, Benedictine is an herbal liqueur that came from France. They invented it around the 18th century, although the recipe could be back to the 1500s. But the actual liqueur B&B was created in 1937 in a New York City 21 club. And so we're going to use half an ounce of B&B. Then we use 3/4 to an ounce of the pecan simple syrup. And that is delish. Sweet, like a pecan pie. Then we get 2 dashes of orange bitters. Could be a little more than 2 dashes. Then the pièce de résistance, a teaspoonful of Luxardo Cherry syrup, right out of the Luxardo Cherry jar. You know, sitting in a bar, a lot of talk goes around. These 2 guys are talking. One of them says, hey, if you could have sex with anybody, living or dead, who would you choose? The guy thought for a moment, and then he thought, somebody living. We're going to stir up our ingredients all together. Make sure it's a nice mix-a-rooney. Then we take our glass. Now, this is my brand new basketball ice that I got. It's an ice that's shaped like a basketball. We're going to give it a try. Pour in your pecan brandy. got a nice sweet smell to it. Then garnish with an Orange and Luxardo Cherry. Now you're drinking. Shall we give it a go?
Yes!
Oh my. It's got the warmth of the bourbon. Like I say, sit down next to a fire. This is a good fall drink, winter drink. Sit down next to a fire and enjoy a couple of those, okay? Now, one thing I want to leave you with is that excessive drinking can cause memory loss. Or even worse, it could cause memory loss. So drink up, everybody. And remember, it's almost closing time somewhere.